Hi everyone, Nancy and I welcome you back to the Thin Blue Lane, and welcome to a video about downtown Arcadia, Florida. This intersection is quite interesting. It says DeSoto and Magnolia. These two cities, DeSoto and Magnolia, are where Nancy and I were when we met each other. Is that not amazing or what? All future information is provided by Wikipedia. During the late 19th century, Arcadia was the county seat of what would become many counties. In 1921, legislation enacted called for Arcadia to remain the county seat of DeSoto County and resulted in the creation of present-day counties of Charlotte, Hardee, Glades, and Highlands. Prior to this breakup, Arcadia's population had grown considerably, with over 1,000 permanent residents and 3,000 square miles for ranching. On Thanksgiving Day in 1905, the town was destroyed by a large-scale fire that originated in a mid-town livery stable. The fire was exacerbated because the town did not have a working water system or fire department. The estimated monetary damage was $250,000, but there was no loss of life. Much of the business district was not spared. It would be years before the town recovered. Oak Street is the main street in Arcadia. The downtown is far more elaborate than neighboring counties' downtown areas, as Arcadia is older and was their county seat prior to the formation of the present counties. Arcadia is also home to many 20th century homes, houses of worship, and several historic public buildings. From 1917 to 1922, Arcadia was the home of Carlstrom Field, a grass airfield of the U.S. Army Air Service, named for the deceased aviation pioneer Victor Carlstrom. Carlstrom Field was used for pilot training both during and after World War I. In May 1941, the site again became an airfield for military primary flight training, operated by the Embry-Riddle Aeronautics Institute, now called the Embry-Riddle Aeronautic University. Carlstrom Field, one of the several satellite fields in Fort Myers area, also trained pilots for the Royal Air Force until its closing in 1945. Arcadia's historic buildings include the Johnson Smith House, the William Oswell Rawls House, and Micajah T. Singleton House. Also, approximately 3,400 acres, which includes the downtown area, are part of the Arcadia Historic District. This is the Arcadia Opera House, built in 1906. It's a museum and an enormous antique shop. It houses an amazing collection of historical items, and the theater is near original condition. Several paranormal investigations have taken place there, and the Opera House is a well-known haunted location. What do you think, Nance?
I like it so far.
Tell the viewers where we are.
We are in downtown Arcadia,
Florida.
And we actually came to drop off a box, but as we was driving around, we found like this cute little downtown where they have a bunch of shops. You just saw the Opera House, so Bill was so kind to stop by where we could come out here and shoot this video for you guys, just right on the fly. So,
and right across the street from the famous Rattler's Old West Saloon.
The Bizarre Bazaar. You want to see something bizarre? Come on, pull it.
How you doing?
Let's go see how bizarre this is. How bizarre? How bizarre. I don't know about you guys, but I always love a good adventure and go and explore, and you never know what you're going to find.
Hey there.
How are you?
I'm Jim Crosby, and this is my store, the Bizarre Bazaar. We're located in the Arcadia Opera House in downtown Arcadia. This whole street is known for an antique mecca. You'll find 20 or so shops all up and down the 3 blocks. This is the biggest historical building you can come into, because of course we have the stage, And the balcony, you can see all the old architecture around.
Oh,
We're
wow.
going to show you guys the stage in a minute. How long has this building been here?
Well, it was built in 1906 because there was a fire in 1905 on Thanksgiving Day that burnt the whole street down.
Oh.
So everything on the street was built in 1906. And this is one of the first buildings they rebuilt. And they put these little rooms around the edge as offices for professionals to practice, lawyers and photographers and such. And they never had theater seats in here. It was always folding tables and chairs because they would use this venue for USO dances and political speeches.
Right.
They called it an opera house, but it was a catch-all stage for the town.
If these walls could talk, huh?
Oh, sure. This is the center of all the entertainment in town.
He's giving him a voice right now.
That is so
And I wouldn't have even noticed if he hadn't said something. That's a stage, right?
Yeah, that's what he
There's
said.
a balcony.
There's a stage right there, so.
A real live old-fashioned balcony right there.
Yeah. Architecturally, it's the same as it when it was built. Nothing's been changed.
That is just.
It says 1906 up there. He said everything here burned down in 1905. This is all built in brand new 1906.
Closed the stores in 1959, so it had a good long run.
All right.
Then it just sat empty and abandoned for a couple of decades.
10
How long
years.
have you been here?
I've been here 10 years.
Oh, okay. You get a lot of tourists.
Oh, sure.
or
It's
people
all
here?
about the snowbirds in the wintertime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we happen to be some of those.
We're from
Well,
Texas. We're not
Texas,
snowbirds.
Not necessarily
Well, you are this
snowbirds,
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
It's
Yeah, we are
not
this year.
might as well.
You're right about that. Well, thank you so much for that information.
Oh, that's my pleasure.
That's bizarre.
That's Vaseline glass. It was made with uranium, so it glows under a black light.
Wow.
Because it actually irradiates. You could read all that with a Geiger counter if you had it.
Wow. That is officially bizarre.
And we're a well-known haunted establishment. The Arcadia Opera House is known as one of the most haunted places in Florida.
Nancy will be right at home here. Anybody else want to speak to the camera? Please do so. It's a really good camera, really good microphone. It'll pick you up. Look here.
See, guys, that's what I mean. You never know what you're going to find, so you always make sure you have your camera ready because you never know what you're going to find.
Modern movie reel, pancake system. This reel holds one full feature length movie.
This looks like a typewriter or a
Yeah.
telegram. Okay, now you guys want to do a comparison. Do you see this right here and how tall this is? This is just one thing that now fits in this. Also in this,
Oh yeah.
you have this right here. Plus a lot more that we haven't found yet, but. Oh. Do you guys remember these on the TV? I don't know how old you are, but I remember my aunt having a TV that used these.
Oh yeah, cathode rays. That's not something you see every day.
So true. Look at this. Wow, behind the scenes of your favorite movie theater. Oh my god.
I think you'd want to do that interview over again, so I think we're going to get a YouTube
Copyright strike.
strike for the music.
Hi, I'm James Crosby and I run the Arcadia Opera House here. My store, the Bazaar Bazaar, is located in the Opera House. As you can see, it was a theater built in 1906. There was a fire that burnt the whole street down in 1905 on Thanksgiving Day, so everything on the strip was built in 1906. The little rooms around the edge were rented out as professional office space to lawyers and photographers and such. We've got a little bit of everything up here. We specialize in vinyl records and first edition books and Hawaiian shirts and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's a well-known haunted establishment. It's been on TV and in books, and we got all kinds of different paranormal investigative teams that come up and investigate all the time. So it's a well-known haunted spot in Florida.
I may look up some of that and add it to the video.
Sure, you can look it right up on YouTube at Arcadia Opera House Ghosts, and you'll find a couple of different TV shows as well as a bunch of evidence that different groups have left up on YouTube.
And say the YouTube channel one more time.
Arcadia Opera House Ghosts. If you just look that up on YouTube, you'll find 4 or 5 different TV shows and such that we've been on.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
I remember these records. My grandpa used to be an opera singer. He passed away. Look at this mess. They were so fragile.
They'll bend if you hold them like that.
That if you drop it, it will just shatter. Oh, you want to see something older than that? Who remembers the RCA dog?
The RCA Victor Color TV.
Oh my God, Aida by Verdi, that is one of my favorite operas. Oh my God. And it's got all the acts. Oh my God. That is so amazing.
Oh, that's in mint condition too.
This probably weighs at least 8 pounds.
What do you think about this, buddy?
I think Buddy's having a good time.
Anne Margaret and Michael Parks. This place is called the Bazaar.
Bazaar.
Sired by a dragon, born of a sorceress, sired by a dragon, and baptized in blood.
Like my mom says, if you like Pelvis Presley. Stardate calendar 2004.
Star Trek Ensign, is that Ensign Rowe? Deanna Troy was not even close.
Kool-Aid for my lunchbox that was made out of tin.
3-piece USS Enterprise set puzzle.
Amazing.
Not good stuff for RV, so.
No. Apparently, some of these are original.
I hope our camera picks up any paranormal voices.
No, I'm sure probably at night there's some visitors here.
Oh, you think they only come at night mostly?
No, sometimes they're during the day if you listen.
If someone's here, speak into this device. It will pick up your voice and we'll hear what you say when we get home. Maybe.
This one is attached to somebody.
And it's standing right there.
Wow, you could spend hours in here looking at everything.
It's not much more than a powder room. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Those two paintings have somebody attached to them too. Here's where the little bulbs go. That's probably the lights for the stage.
Soon my plans will come to fruition and I will pave the streets of my queendom with their bones. Wow.
I'm buried in a...
Buffalo skull from Montana, found buried in a creek bed. The subspecies thought to be extinct is approximately 3,000 to 5,000 years old. good sense of humor.
And come again, please.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you hosting us today.
Not at all. My pleasure.
Right behind me is the old West Saloon. Let's go check it out.
After the haunted opera house, we decided to come over here and check out this location. I cannot use any of the audio from here because the bar down at the end of this hallway is playing country music. And I don't want to get a violation, so we're just going to go ahead and show you guys what's going on here. Here she's pointing out that this is kind of a mall entranceway to this. I tried to look up history on this building and any kind of history and how far back it goes. There wasn't a lot mentioned. This is actually an apartment studio upstairs. They've got apartments up there, and they've got little rooms to either side that have a bunch of antiquity in them, or antiquity. She's describing the country music coming out of this bar right here. It's the Rattler's Old West Saloon. Pretty much empty this time of year, or this time of day, because of COVID. But we're just in here walking around, and I'm in here talking to Nancy about, I'm not sure we're supposed to be in this room. But there's a lot of interesting things going on in here, and I don't want to cut any of this video out because this is all unique stuff. You're not going to see this anywhere else, because where else would it be? It's just pretty incredible, all the antiques and things going on in here. We'll take a look inside this bar. Yes, there's the bathrooms. Good shot there, Bill. And yeah, there's a little bar there with a dance floor. Didn't want to bother the one guy sitting in there brooding over his beer, so we decided to walk back out. What'd you think of that?
I think it was cool. They have like, I don't know, I guess the best way I would describe it is like literally going back in time to like downtown Arcadia in like the 20s and the 1800s with the history and the shops and the antiques. This actually turned out really good. Going out exploring to see what we found.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but look at this old dryer, stool, clothes washer, salvo detergent tablets.
There's a clothes bringer back there.
There's one right there.
I actually got to use one of those. Actually, back then when those clothes bringers first came out, they were really good until people started losing fingers and limbs, because back then, of course, there wasn't any safety and there wasn't any OSHA, so people would get their fingers and their hands caught in there, especially children. Also, the best part about coming to downtown Arcadia is you can walk it all in just a few minutes because it's so small.
Probably older than you are.
I could rock that dress.
I like the red one.
Hat. How much is that? There's so much history here. Come here, let me pick it up. Wow. That was cool. This has been a really cool history outing. I think I'm gonna look up some more Arcadia history to add to this video for you guys and let you know a little bit more about what happened here in the past.